I think fashion and clothing is our greatest form of self-expression. It's how we leave our house and we decide who we want to be that day, how we want to feel, how do we want to express ourselves to the world. And I find that really fascinating, and I've always been interested in exploring this idea of why we wear what we wear. I think when we're children, we wear things and we're exposed to things that are who other people want us to be, our family, our parents, our teachers. That's why in this collection, I really wanted to explore a couple of themes and stories that were very personal to my childhood. Prep, Amagansett, and of course the sort of what has become GL Classics. I think that people are interested in preppy style, and a whole new generation is trying to understand it. And so I wanted to take the iconic pieces that I wore as a child and turn them into new, fresh silhouettes, combining different fabrics, doing a navy crested blazer, which is actually a kimono, mixing navy and white rugby shirts with vintage repurposed denim. For Amagansett, I grew up wandering the beaches of Amagansett, and there was nothing more exciting than walking to the beach in my faded chambray shirt, orange birdwell, bathing suit, and a pair of flip-flops, and looking for shells and stones that were soft because they'd been in the ocean for so long, and collecting them and coming back and rushing to the train station to put a penny on the railroad track before my dad would come out from the city. And it was just an exciting time of amazement and doing things that kids do. And when I think of a chambray shirt and bathing suits, I just think of that time, and it makes me long for the innocence of summers on the beach. I think there are a lot of pieces that I consider to be sort of classic GL. So there are two things or more that don't normally go together, but make perfect sense when you put them together. Like two foods that shouldn't be mixed that end up tasting great together, or two instruments that you'd be surprised make beautiful music when you play them together. I loved using repurposed denim and Japanese indigo fabrics and mixing those with, of course, my love for vintage military fabrics and fleece, vintage overalls, obviously mix of indigo plaids with army fabric, vintage denim trim in the kimono silhouette. So these three pieces to me really feel like the DNA of what Greg Laurin is about.